Hello everyone. Today we shall look into contain string and contain string exact function. Contain string function has two parameters within text and find text. It returns true or false, indicating whether one string contains another string or not. It returns true if find text is a substring of within text. Otherwise it returns false. Contain string, it is not case sensitive. We can use question mark and asterisk as wild characters. We can use tilde symbol to escape wild characters. Okay, let us see an example how contain string function works. Here I have brand and operator, and we have respective total sales. Suppose that I want to find a brand and operator where Apple brand is existing. Okay, now I'll create a measure. I'll create a new measure where I could use this contain string function and explain you the differences. I'll write contains string measure. Okay, here I'll use the function contain string. Within text I'll use the function selected value. Okay, column name we have brand and operator. I'll close the parenthesis. Here in the second parameter of contain string I'll write apple apple because I want to find the Apple brand whether it is existing or not. Okay, I'll hit enter. I'll bring this measure to the table below. Okay, here I'll select the table. I'll bring the measure into it. Here you could see that for Apple brand we are getting the true result for respective rows. Okay, here wherever Apple is present I am getting true condition. Suppose that I'll write capital APPLE. Okay, here you could notice the difference. Since it is not case sensitive, okay, it still works in that as a true condition. Question mark, it is a single representation of single character. Suppose that instead of P and P, I'll enter two question marks in the apple. Okay, I'll click over here, run the measure. Still you could notice that we have the true condition because these are the wild characters which are wildcard characters which are helpful in replacing certain values. Instead of question marks, two question marks, I can use this asterisk symbol which mentions that give me any word which starts with A and which has any characters and which ends with LE. So once I run the measure, you could still notice that this our result works fine, our measure works fine, and it will show the correct result. Suppose that instead of apple I'll write small app. Okay, I'll click over here. Now let us see whether it works or not. You could still see that it is working, which means that you need not you need not enter complete word. Even if it finds the part of the string, even if it is not case sensitive, contain string will help you to find. It is similar to the SQL like operator where you would use certain characters and find the result which is required. Let us explore the contain string exact function. Here it is similar to the contain string function. The only difference is contain string exact is case sensitive. Let us understand the differences. Let us take the same example and we shall write the same measure which is written over here, and I'll copy this measure. I'll create a new measure in the measure table. Okay, here I'll paste it. Instead of contain string I'll write contain string exact measure, and instead of contain string function I'll write contain string exact function. Okay, I'll write apple over here. I'll run the measure. I'll select the table and bring in the new measure which is written, which is contain string exact measure. Here when I have written apple, since it is case sensitive and it is appropriate with respect to the values present in the column, it is returning us true result. Suppose I'll write in capital letters apple. Here you could notice the difference. Since it is case sensitive, contain string exact function is case sensitive, hence it is returning us false condition even if I have written apple. Okay, we have to have the appropriate case words in order to find the appropriate result. Okay, instead of capital APPLE, suppose that I'll write APP. Here you could still notice that it will be false condition because here the first letter is not matching, hence it will result as in false condition. Suppose that instead of small a, I'll write capital A. Here you could notice that it will change into true condition. Okay, because it has changed to true condition when I used capital APP and I didn't write even full word. It this exact word doesn't mean that we have to use complete word exactly. It means that case sensitivity has to be followed with respect to the words which are present. Suppose that I'll try using wildcard characters. Okay, here instead of P and P, I'll write two question marks which has wildcard characters. You could see that wildcard characters is not working properly in this contain string exact function. And suppose that I'll use asterisk. Here you could see that it is still not working. These are the few differences between contain string and contain string exact functions. Please practice. This is all for now. Thank you for watching and we shall meet in the next video.